Hey everyone, welcome back to Automate with Amit. And in this particular video series where we are covering framework design from very scratch using Selenium and Java, TestNG, okay, and Cucumber of course. In this particular video we are going to talk about what is cross-browser testing and how are we going to implement in our framework right now, okay. So let's go back to our framework. Okay, so if you see over here, in here basically this is our project, IRCTC automation, and in here we had created couple of many projects and many packages, and then in source main Java and in source test Java we have framework related things, okay. And here these are feature steps and feature files and step definitions, and this was our test runner. So right now our test is like all the setup of BDD Cucumber has been completed, okay. So now I am going to right now let's take a quick recap. So in feature file basically we had written these two features, okay, these two scenarios basically, and the step definition of them are written under this place here, okay. And so this is the feature steps, and apart from that we also had hooks where we had created couple of hooks at the rate before. This is setup part and this is after. So what I will write here, so this is just before, and this executes before any scenario, so I'll just write it as before scenario, okay. And likewise over here also, instead of tear down I am going to change this as after scenario, okay. So these two are there, and there are a couple of things which I was trying to do in the before scenario. Basically if you see, this is Chrome options, and I had added a couple of options and desired capabilities and other stuff, and then started this Chrome driver. And in after scenario I am simply closing the browser, okay. So this was the so far implementation. I'll just quickly run this. So we have runner also, this CTC test runner, okay. Okay, so this was the runner we have, and if I just run this and see if this is working fine. Okay, so we will be facing some issues, but that is, we'll fix that in some time, okay. So although we got some issues, but I'll fix this also in some time. This is related to the Chrome, so we are not worried about that so far, okay. Now let's go back and see what is need of Chrome, this cross browser testing, okay. See, right now if you see, we have we faced one issue which is related to this Chrome, right, and this is related to the Chrome. So that's where it is very mandatory that we keep our framework in such a way that we should be able to execute our test cases on different browsers, okay. Right now we are only able to do it on Chrome, right. So I'll show you here in hooks. Basically right now if you see this, we are invoking only Chrome driver right now. But if I have to use, let's suppose I wanted to execute my test cases on Edge browser, okay. So new Edge driver, okay. So if I just save, and you need to import the packages, just click on that and import the Edge driver over here, okay. So now if you run again, if I run again, then I should be running this whole test case on the Edge browser. Okay, so setup has started. Let's see if it turns on. Okay, so somehow it is not able to run the Edge browser. No such driver exception. Okay, that's fine. So basically our intention over here is to run this. For now, just a moment, let me pull some code and that is going to help us. Okay, so now if we go back in hooks again, and since right now you see the Chrome options we were using, so instead of Chrome options we need to use Edge options. Okay, Edge options. Okay, so if we use that, then let's see if this works now. I think it should work. Okay, so we are still getting some issue, but let's not get into the issues right now. Okay, so right now let's see one thing. Okay, what is happening right now in hooks? Basically, you see, if we wanted to execute our test cases on Chrome, then we have to put all these Chrome options and these options and all those things, right? And this Edge options, and if we wanted to execute our test cases on Edge, then we have to use this. Now let's suppose tomorrow if we have another browser on which we wanted to test our code. Okay, so what we'll do, we will again do such things, right? And this is not good. Why? Because we are, again, it is not a good way of implementing things. So for that, what we did, we had one in here in this package core, if you see, options manager. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to create Edge options, different types of options. Okay, so if you see in here in hooks, basically we are creating these Edge options, right? So what are we going to do here? We are going to use these options. Let me remove all of this here. So what are we going to do? Public void, not void, but let's suppose we wanted to return Chrome options. So we will set some Chrome options. Okay, get Chrome options, and this is going to return us Chrome options equal new CHROME Chrome options. Okay, and we are just going to return this, but we will set things up. So why do we use options class? Basically to control our browser in a much better way. Okay, so let's suppose we wanted to like maximize our browser, or we wanted to put some proxy while executing our or while opening our browser, or we wanted to clear some cookies. Okay, so there are multiple use basically of these options class, and that helps us to control this browsers in much better way. Okay, so return options, and let me okay, so let me pull these options over here which we had done. So Chrome options set, that's it. From here, browser manager, options manager. Okay, so this way we have set this options class, and this way it is separate. So I'll just explain this in some later video why we did that, because we were getting some issues, and because of that this was the the way we wanted to the way it got resolved. So I'll just copy this, and for Edge also we are going to do this Edge options. Okay, so I have copied this code over here, and let me put this Edge options also, import Edge options, And over here also edge options dot capability options merge, something like this. Okay, so now so far we have created two options over here. Okay, and this options basically we are going to pass in here while calling this Chrome driver over here. Okay, so far you see before scenario and after scenario, this is where we are calling out all our this Chrome, we are invoking Chrome driver, right? Now let me go back in our browser manager. So we had created this class, if you remember, we had created this class to manage our browser instance. Okay, browser instance, how do we manage that? Using WebDriver instance. Okay, so I'm just creating one class, one method, public WebDriver, and it is going to give us or start browser. Okay, this is going to give us start browser over here. And so over here what are we going to do? Public void or WebDriver. Okay, so public static, for now I'm making it as static, and but there are some disadvantages of this public static. We will see that when we will see threading part of it, how thread safe driver instances we create. So we will see in further videos. Okay, but for now public static WebDriver driver. So over here what are we going to do now? See, if we wanted to so over here what are we going to do? We are going to get some variable. Okay, so basically what type of variable we wanted to pass? So instead of a start driver over here, what we'll do, we'll have that browser value coming from some place, right? Any property file. So why property file? Because I want that when I put some Chrome, when I wanted to execute my code on Chrome, it should automatically take Chrome browser. When I wanted to execute on Edge, then it should automatically take Edge, right? So for now, what I'll do, I'll just create a string over here. We'll parameterize it later on. Browser name equals, for now I am writing over here as Chrome. This is returning driver. And now what I'll do, I'll just put a switch or if else. Okay, if this browser name, I will remove this, equal ignore case, equals what? Equals Chrome. Okay, so if it is Chrome, then what it should do? It should driver equals new Chrome driver. Okay, and in here, if you remember, we had created this options manager class, right? So we are going to use this options manager also. Options manager, it is not options manager, it is option. Okay, so with options we are going to get the Chrome options. Okay, and this way it is going to start my Chrome driver. So just we need to import this Chrome driver as well. And again, so this is starting this Chrome driver. Else if again if this is, so it should start the Edge driver, and in here it should take Edge as Edge driver, and this should also take get Edge options. Okay, so we have to import this also. And now you see my hook looks this particular place. In here we are going to use only this browser manager. Okay, so I'll just remove this also. My browser manager should be here. Browser manager equal to, okay, so this is my browser manager, and I am just going to use browser manager dot start browser. Okay, so this way it is going to start my browser over here, and when we have started the browser, we let me also create one method, public void stop browser. Okay, so quit browser, that is also fine. Okay, quit browser. So this just this quit browser dot quit I am using. Okay, so right now we have closed this browser over here, and this here we are again going to call browser manager dot quit browser. Okay, so this way we have created this before scenario and after scenario also. Okay, so here I have just printed this. Okay, so this is my trigger point over here. If I put this as Chrome, this should turn on my Chrome browser, and if I put this as Edge, later on we will save this particular parameter in some other place. Okay, but for now let's run this. So we have hooks ready, we have options manager ready, we have everything. Okay, so right now let me go in my test runner, right click and run as, right click, run as, and test ng test. Okay, so we are getting this issue. Let me put some code also here, and that should resolve. Okay, so to resolve that particular issue, let me go in my start browser or in my options manager, and over here what I am going to do. Okay, so to resolve that particular issue, let me go in my browser. So over here what I am going to do, I am going to do this WebDriver manager dot Chrome driver dot setup. Okay, and similarly for Edge also I am going to put this edge driver dot setup. Okay, so to resolve that particular issue, I have just put this WebDriver manager class also in my system. Actually, it's some issue where it is not able to properly pull the browsers. So Chrome driver or Edge driver over here, I have just put WebDriver manager dot Chrome driver dot setup and WebDriver manager dot Edge driver dot setup. Okay, that way it is going to interact with the proper version of Chrome and Chrome driver. Okay, so if it is not available, then it is going to pull that particular version and Chrome, then it is going to start. So let me run this here till, and right click and run as test ng test. Okay, so before running that, just let's have a look. So we have browser as Edge, so let's see if it is opening the Edge browser. Okay, so test, run as test. Okay, so we should be getting setup gets executed. It should pull some browser also. Okay, so if you see, Edge browser is started. Edge browser is started, and both the test cases pass. To just see the browser, I'll just put one thread.sleep in here after it starts. So in hooks, basically, let me put some thread.sleep. Okay, so just 5 seconds of, okay, So this is going to stay for 5 seconds. Just let me quickly run with another browser, which is Chrome. Okay, so now it should run on Chrome. Let me, okay, so you see this Chrome has started over here, and over here also we are seeing, okay, new instance of Chrome has started. It will stay for 5 seconds and then it will go. So both the tests have passed. Okay, so this is called cross browser testing, where our framework should be capable of running test cases on multiple browsers. Right now I have configured it for Edge and Chrome, but if we want, we can extend it on further browsers, maybe Safari or Opera or any other Firefox or something like that. Okay, so that was all in this particular video. If you liked this whole series of framework design, then press like button. That is going to give me motivation to create further on videos, and let me keep one target of 10 likes on this particular video. If you are liking this particular video series, then I'll be creating more and more videos, and that is also going to give me some more insights on how to how I can go further, how we can go further. Okay, so just 10 likes, and if you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. It'll help you to get more videos like this, and useful content, of course. Okay, so that was all in this particular video. Till then, bye bye, see you in the next one.